So you've probably heard of chakras. Chakras are energy centers in the human body in Eastern thought. There are 7 main chakras. But chakra means wheel or disc and or a confluence of things. And not only is it one of these energy centers in the body, but it's also in ancient India a weapon. A disc, like spinning blades that you throw to decapitate someone. I just wanted you to have that little piece of background information. I'm going to tell you a story. So once upon a time, a long, long time ago, in the before times, there was a vast milky ocean that was filled with miraculous gifts. The demons and the gods both wanted to get the gifts out of the ocean, so they organized themselves to work together to churn the ocean to have these gifts rise up. And so they churned, and all these miraculous things arose. The wish-fulfilling tree and the wish-fulfilling cow and treasures beyond reckoning, including the goddess Lakshmi, the goddess of wealth herself, came up out of this milky ocean. But what they really wanted was the nectar of immortality that was hidden in an urn in this ocean. So they're churning and they're churning and they're churning, and finally they see the urn beginning to rise up. There it is, the nectar of immortality. They can live forever. Who is going to get to it first, the gods or the demons? So there's this mad rush because everybody wants it, and the demons get there first. And they grab the urn and they're about to drink from it so that they can be immortal. And Vishnu, the sustainer of the universe, thinks that this is not sustainable to have immortal demons. So he takes the form of a beautiful woman and he goes swishing and swaying in front of the demons, and he distracts them from the nectar, and he goes running off as this disguised as this beautiful woman, and they go running off after him. So the gods then take the nectar, but there was one demon that was not tricked. He saw right through the disguise. He was not distracted, and he decided he would disguise himself as a god, go in with the gods to heaven, and drink from the pot of nectar and become immortal. So he disguises himself. All the gods go up to heaven. They sit in a big circle. They have this nectar of immortality, and they begin to pass the urn around, and each god takes one drop. It's all you need. All you need is a drop. And it's coming around, and the demon who's disguised himself is like salivating, like, I can't believe this is working. This is so awesome. I am going to be the only immortal demon. So it comes to him, and he takes the urn, and he lifts it to his mouth. And one single drop begins to move towards his throat. On his right side is the god of the sun, and on his left side is the god of the moon. And with their combined light, they see through his disguise. And they say, Vishnu, Vishnu, there is a demon in our midst. Vishnu takes out his chakra, and he throws it at the demon. The chakra is coming towards the demon's throat. The drop of nectar is moving towards the demon's throat. The chakra is coming closer. The nectar is coming closer. They're coming, they're coming, they're coming. And at the very moment where the drop of nectar goes into the demon's throat, his head is cut off. And so what we are left with is an immortal demon head with no body, and an immortal demon body with no head. In his frustration and rage, the demon head, Rahu, chases eternally the sun and the moon around the sky. And on April 8th, he will catch up with the sun, and he will devour the sun. It's a full solar eclipse. But because there's no body, the sun will just slide right on through. This is a story of darkness and light, of how darkness and light are always in relationship to each other. Sometimes darkness swallows the light, and sometimes light spills through the darkness and cuts off its head. But always there is this play of dark and light, of good and evil, of joy and sorrow. Yoga is the practice of discerning what is it that we want. Do we want the darkness? Do we want the light? I know probably most of us want the light, but sometimes it's a little obscured and it's a little hard to figure out where is the right choice here in this situation. But even beyond that, Tantra, which is the philosophy that underpins the yoga that we teach here, is one of inclusivity. It says there is this one energy that everything is made out of, the darkness and the light. And so to fully be alive is to fully embrace the darkness and the light. It's not to say we don't have a preference, but it's to say that we understand that that is the entirety of everything. It's not just one thing, it's everything. So to be fully in relationship with everything, it has to be relationship to all of it.